The words of the blessing of Enoch, wherewith he blessed the elect and righteous, who will be living in the day of tribulation, when all the wicked and godless are to be removed. Those are the first few words of the Book of Enoch, and this book was written over 5,000 years ago by your ancestor. Enoch is our great, super great grandfather who lived before the flood. And he wrote these words down, not just the ones that I just read, but all of the words in his entire book were written down for a specific generation, and that generation is us. He didn't write to the men and women of his own day. He wrote to the people who would live to see the end times judgment on this earth. There are things that our Father wanted us to know about the end times, including why things must happen, what exactly is going to happen, and what's going to happen to us during those times. And all of those issues are addressed in the Book of Enoch. Enoch is one of our Father's prophets. He prophesied for Yohevah, the creator of heaven and earth. And he spoke a lot about Yeshua, who some of you know as Jesus Christ. In this series, we're going to take a look at all of the words in the Book of Enoch, starting with chapter 1. So let's read that first verse again. The words of the blessing of Enoch, wherewith he blessed the elect and righteous. The word elect just means chosen. And throughout the Bible, you will see the phrase, the chosen people, and also the chosen one. Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, is the chosen one. And in the Book of Enoch, you will see him referred to as the elect one. The chosen people speaks of the people of Israel. And if you follow Yeshua, you are grafted in to Israel. If you are from the 12 tribes of Israel, you are also, obviously, part of Israel. But being a physical descendant of Jacob and a physical part of Israel does not make you righteous. So you need to be both chosen and righteous in order to enter Father's kingdom. And so Enoch addresses his book to the elect, the chosen, and righteous. Righteous in Hebrew is Sadiq, and the word in Hebrew is actually a picture of following after Father. So, wherewith he blessed the elect and righteous, who will be living in the day of tribulation, when all the wicked and godless are to be removed. Enoch here is telling you the purpose of the day of tribulation, of the end times that's coming soon. The purpose is for the removal of the wicked and the godless. As Father has told us through his prophets for thousands of years, he has determined to make an end of this world. But he's not going to make an end of life, and he's not going to make an end of you if you are his child. What he is going to do is remove all of the wicked and the godless from this earth, so that he can give you this earth as an inheritance. Verse 2. And he took up his parable and said, Enoch, a righteous man, whose eyes were opened by God, saw the vision of the Holy One in the heavens, which the angels showed me, and from them I heard everything, and from them I understood as I saw, but not for this generation, but for a remote one, which is for to come. Concerning the elect I said, and took up my parable concerning them. The Holy Great One will come forth from his dwelling, and the eternal God will tread upon the earth, even on Mount Sinai, and appear from his camp, and appear in the strength of his might from the heaven of heavens. And all shall be smitten with fear, and the watchers shall quake. When you see the word watchers in the Book of Enoch, he is referring to angels. And the watchers shall quake. and great fear and trembling shall seize them unto the ends of the earth. These are men who are realizing what time we are in, and they are becoming afraid. If you are with Father, you are about to see why you should not fear, because our Father has made plans for you. Verse 6, and the high mountains shall be shaken, and the high hills shall be made low, and shall melt like wax before the flame. And the earth shall be wholly rent in sunder, and all that is upon the earth shall perish, and there shall be a judgment upon all men. But with the righteous he will make peace, and will protect the elect, and mercy shall be upon them, and they shall all belong to God, and they shall be prospered, and they shall all be blessed, and he will help them all. And light shall appear unto them, and he will make peace with them. This is Father telling you, you who will live through end times, that no matter what you see and no matter what happens, he will have mercy on you, he will protect you, he will bless you, and he will help you. Verse 9, and behold, he cometh with 10,000s of his holy ones, to execute judgment upon all, and to destroy all the ungodly, and to convict all flesh of all the works of their ungodliness which they have ungodly committed, and of all the hard things which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Father says somewhere in the Old Testament that his name is despised all day long. When he returns, he is going to put an end to that. That last verse of chapter 1 of the Book of Enoch is quoted in the New Testament, and you'll find that in the book of Jude, chapter 1, verses 14 and 15. Jude writes, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints, to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. So there are two main things that Enoch wanted you to know, that he started off his book with. One is that judgment is coming, and two is that Father will protect his children while he is judging the earth. The Book of Enoch was lost to much of the world for a very, very long time, and it was rediscovered because in Ethiopia they have never taken the Book of Enoch away from their Bible. It is part of their Bible and always has been. This here is an excerpt from chapter 1 of the Book of Enoch in the Ethiopian language, which is called Gaz. This language is actually quite similar to Hebrew. It is a Semitic language, and the alphabet was derived from the original Hebrew alphabet. If you take a look at some of the letters, you'll see how they maintained some of the character of the original Hebrew script. And if you were to read the book in the ancient Ethiopic language, you would see that they use some words that are even similar to some Hebrew words that you may know. For example, the word for blessing in Hebrew, the root word is barak. And in the ancient Ethiopian language, the root word for blessing was also barak. You can also spot the similarity in the word for righteous, which in Hebrew is sadiq. We'll go ahead and leave it there for now, and next time around we will pick up with chapter 2.